So, episodes 2 and 3. I'll just review them back to back because I finished the third episode. And, alright, this is not bad. This is pretty fun. I also rewatched the first episode with my wife and kids, and, yeah, actually, I think I liked it a little bit more the second time than the first. So, the second episode, we get to Orange Town. Sort of. Everybody's on the little boat and they're talking until they get, captured by the pirates, and they wake up in a box. Luffy, of course, had ate the map to the Grand Line to make sure that no one could steal it, and we have Buggy's appearance, and I've seen some of the things going on online about people talking about Buggy, and yeah, the actor who played him, really did a great job. They gave him sort of like the Heath Ledger Joker look a little bit, but uh, instead of him being like fully crazy, it was like him trying to put on a show to like rile people up, and he kept like almost second guessing himself, but he had to try to act proud. But it's like, oh yeah, you realize that he's Buggy and he's gonna fail upwards. And I'm kind of hoping that there's another season. That, I mean, I'm hearing that it's doing gangbusters right now, so that's pretty good. Secondly, uh the fights in that were a lot better. Actually, having Buggy use his ability, the chop chop fruit, and you get to see him and how he does everything was pretty funny. He gets his head knocked off and he like freaks people out. Then you have everybody from Orangetown in the big house, and they're chained, and Buggy's crew have signs for applause and laughter to get them to, act, and it's like, oh man, it's pretty funny. And of course, Nami still has her, thoughts like, I don't know if I like these pirates, Luffy and Zoro, but Luffy keeps showing off that he's a good guy. He might be a pirate, but he's not evil. And then we get to the third episode, which is one of the things that I was waiting for. Because Usopp is my favorite character in the series, and I have very high hopes. Yes, he doesn't have the giant nose like in the manga and the anime. Kind of a bummer, but okay. I want to see how you're doing though, and I'm digging him. I'll have to look at his name, but I'm digging his portrayal of Usopp. Did a very good job with his lying and his goofiness and his hyperactivity, and then when he gets really upset and everything, I'm like, damn, that's good stuff, you know. Klahadore kind of has that whole melted plastic look, or I should say, Captain Kuro. But once he actually starts to attack, it's like, yeah, they took the time to really match that. Of course, they don't have Django, which, yeah, he's a minor character, has a little bit of popping up, and he isn't that big of a deal, but um, okay, but the two cat warriors, I guess they gender swapped one of them, which doesn't really matter, and they made him into a her in the story and gave her blue hair. Again, not the biggest deal in the world because ultimately they're throwaway villains that aren't going to pop back up. Um, and then I think it's Bucci, the bigger guy. That was pretty funny. They're basically working as butlers, all of them, for Kaya, and you know what? It was pretty good. It ended at a cliffhanger with Zoro getting knocked out, and Mary, which I guess they outright killed Mary this time instead of just simply wounding him. So we'll have to see how all that goes. But I am very excited to continue watching. I definitely am digging this.